Let the news begin. Welcome back guys, Mr. Rawlings here. Not loads and loads of news today. In fact, I'm mainly going to be talking about a theory about Batman vs Superman, which has got spoilers, so if you don't want to see the spoilers, don't watch that bit, but that's going to be next. So yeah, if you've not seen Batman vs Superman yet, then you might not want to listen to this bit, because it will have a lot of spoilers, and if you haven't seen it, this probably won't make sense anyway, so even if you're not looking forward to seeing it or caring about seeing it, and this isn't going to spoil anything, it just won't make sense. So again, you might want to skip to the next part. But basically this is to do with the dream sequence that Bruce Wayne has during Batman vs Superman. You've probably already heard theories on it, and it's exactly what I'm going to talk about as well, but if you haven't, you can just sit back and you'll just hear it from me, you don't have to go and search for it basically. The theory is, it's not a dream. That actually happens in the future. Now why do we know this? Well, if you remember, the bit where that dude's sort of talking to him that's all a bit weird, that's obviously the Flash, coming back to give Bruce a message in some sort of weird time vortex thing. And he's trying to warn Bruce of the impending danger that Superman is going to bring. Because he says, Bruce, Lois is the key. Now this is the evidence it's not a dream, because Bruce doesn't know who Lois is. Or even if he does, even if he has heard of her as being a reporter, he doesn't know if she's in any way linked to Superman, yet. He couldn't have just made that up out of thin air. So it's not a dream, that is a message from the future that's happening right there. So then we can also apply that to the image that Bruce has in the desert, because it's one and the same thing that's linked. And the reason why is because it's basically what's known as a latent memory. So where the Flash is going back through this vortex, he has to think about where he wants to go, and that's why he can sort of overshoot too far or too soon. And you hear him say, oh, I've gone back too early, so he wasn't actually meant to go back that far. And so he's like, oh, Bruce probably isn't going to understand what this is about, but I'll just have to give him a message because I haven't got long, this vortex is going to disappear, I just need to give him something. And because he's thinking about Bruce, because he's trying to get to Bruce, with him comes this latent memory which Bruce will eventually have. It's all a bit weird, and obviously time travel doesn't really make much sense, but basically this memory comes back with the Flash and immediately goes into Batman or Bruce's brain basically. So it's not a dream, it's not even technically a premonition, it's actually what happened or happens in the future. And that means that Superman has at one point gone rogue, and you see him talking to Batman saying, you took her from me, or something like that. And that could either be directly that Batman killed her, either accidentally or not, or that he didn't save her, and it could be that someone like Darkseid is responsible for her death, and we know it's going to be Darkseid eventually anyway, because of all the the apocalyptic style thing that's going on there, and that's going to be the enemy that the Justice League have got to fight. So Superman's gone rogue because Lois has been killed, and it's all going a bit crazy basically. Batman's trying to find some kryptonite to stop him, but it's all a big ploy, it's a big sting, and they've just set up Batman. Those are actually Superman's agents, and he comes along and laser beams everyone and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so what this is, it's a possible future, or an alternate future perhaps. So it's what will happen if this message from the Flash doesn't work. So now Bruce knows that Lois is the key, but also, importantly, the Flash says, get us together. And what he's saying is, you need to make the Justice League. He knows there's going to be a need for the Justice League. It's probably even that he's thinking that it will help Superman in some way. So obviously, Batman knows the Flash later on, but maybe they've not joined forces all together in the way they would have liked. The Flash has just met Batman, and maybe it's just them two against everyone, or they've got their own agendas kind of thing. But the Flash is categorically saying, you need to get us all into one team, probably including Superman. Then they can keep tabs on him better, be all friendly, make sure his brain doesn't go mental, and together they may well be able to A, make sure Lois doesn't die, and B, stop Darkseid. Those two might go hand in hand. So as long as that happens, Superman won't go rogue, they can hopefully stop Darkseid and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, it's pretty cool, And although it's a theory, it's not really, because it just all makes sense. And, you know, like I say, how could he know who Lois is? He can't be making that up. And you don't even see him fall asleep. You're seeing the progress bar going up, then all of a sudden it's happening. And like I say, it's because of the vortex shift or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a time traveller. But the memory goes instantly into his brain as though he's always had it, because it will happen later. And, you know, time knows that it should be in his brain. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. So, you know, he doesn't fall asleep. That just goes into his head because of this shift in time and what's going on with the flashpoint bit. So yeah, the takeaway from that is the scene you see probably won't happen because now of the message from The Flash. And that's it for the spoilers with regards to Batman vs Superman. Let's move on. And then this week there's been a new update for the PS4, codenamed Musashi. It's got some new features such as appear offline, friend online notifications, seeing what other people are playing easier so you can join them if it's obviously a co-op game. And I think most importantly, what most people are excited about is the remote play on your PC and Mac. So basically you can sit at your PC now and you can stream, I guess it's a stream, to your PC from your PS4 so you don't have to move, or if it's like your PS4 is in the living room but you want to be on your PC still, you can play your games from there, and that's quite cool. It's just another step in making us as lazy as possible. However, I can't do this because I'm on Windows 7 and I'm loath to update. You know, there's various software which I'd need to buy again or whatever if I did update. I think it's a bit poor really, but it's only for Windows 8.1 and above. And for Mac, I don't know what it is. I don't care. And then I mentioned previously about Doom, and I'm quite looking forward to playing it. You've probably all now seen some footage of the closed beta, the multiplayer at least. If you haven't, then, you know, you should watch it, I guess. But you won't have to keep watching it because there's going to be an open beta. The open beta starts on April 15th, it's to the 17th, so it's that weekend basically. In fact, it's next weekend. Or this weekend coming, depending on how you phrase weekends, because some people would think next weekend is 2 weekends' time, which is crazy. But anyway, I'm quite looking forward to that. I'm going to be playing it on PC. If anyone is going to be playing it on PC and wants to get punked, then let me know. I'm sure we could maybe arrange some sort of, you know, play together, or at least go on the same server or whatever. So that might be quite cool. But it is of course available to download for the Xbox One and PS4 as well. But like I say, I'm going to be playing it on PC. I'm hoping it's going to run okay because graphics look good, but they don't look as though it will be too taxing. I don't know how to explain that. It just seems like it will be okay on my current graphics card. And if it isn't, I know to maybe get it on PS4 if I want to play it. But to be honest, I don't really want to play FPS games on console, so if it does run really badly on my PC, I probably won't buy the full version, but I think it'll be okay. Just maybe not on the ultra settings, but fingers crossed. So yeah, the preload starts on April 12th, so you can make sure you've got it ready to go for the 15th. So yeah, take a look at that and jump on it. Oh, and just a quick aside, it's only 2 maps, 2 modes, there's only 1 demon to play as, but that's not bad for an open beta for everyone to play for free. And then again, the previous one I mentioned about Star Wars and the fact that there's going to be a movie every Christmas time or holidays time if you don't celebrate that sort of thing, which is good because I like movies when it's cold outside and all that kind of thing. It just, it feels good to have a nice movie to look forward to. Now I know everyone didn't like Star Wars Force Awakens, but I did, so I'm looking forward to see what Rogue One is like, which is out this December. And there is now a teaser trailer. It was released yesterday. I thought we'd take a look at it together. So here it is, guys, Rogue One, a Star Wars story official teaser trailer. Play! Play! Okay, bit slow. Oh.
State your name for the record.
Jin Erso.
Jin Arsehole. What?
Forgery of imperial documents.
Oh dear.
Possession of stolen property. Aggravated assault. Resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined.
Huh.
This is a rebellion, isn't it?
She kick
I
ass.
rebel.
Huh. Yeah, exactly. What do you want from her?
We have a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
The Death Star. That looks cool.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
She looks well good. That looks cool. It's got a different feel to a usual Star Wars movie, I would say. Possibly mainly because it's mostly real people, it looks like. Not real people, but people that haven't got, Jedi powers, just normal, average people, basically. Yeah, it's even got maybe a dark feeling to it, like a little bit darker than Star Wars Force Awakens. Although obviously there are horrible points in Star Wars Force Awakens, but you can tell you're watching a Disney movie. But that seems it's got a different feel to it. But I think that looks cool. I definitely want to see that. Now, possible spoilers. I think what they're trying to do is get those Death Star plans, the plans they use to know how to blow it up, basically, in A New Hope. So yeah. And as I mentioned before, it's just nice to have another Star Wars movie in between episodes 7 and 8. So 7 came out in December 2015. Rogue One's going to come out December 2016, and I believe that Episode 8 is going to be December 2017. Getting a little jumble there. Now, I'm not a huge Star Wars expert, or even a huge Star Wars fan. I am a big fan of it, but I don't really know all the ins and outs and all the people and that kind of stuff, so sorry if I sound stupid and not saying if I recognise who those people are or whatever, but all I know is it looked good. It's like I say, not a lot of different subjects to talk about there, guys, but hopefully you enjoyed that, found it informative. If you like that, please click like, click subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, if you ever start a rebellion, and then one of the people in the rebellion is a bit rebellious, don't chastise them, because that's what rebellion is. Bye!
Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters!